Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So here is a tutorial on how to make egusi soup using the frying method. So if you are really interested on this one, keep watching and let me take you through step by step on how you can achieve this soup at home.
So guys, these are the ingredients I'm going to be using in making this egusi soup. Here I've prepped all the ingredients in order to make it very easier for me to make this dish. So here is my cut vegetable ugu. I'm using pumpkin leaf, and here is a grounded egusi, the melon seed. Here is beef, here is the diced onion I'm using. Here is the crayfish. Here is my scotch bonnet pepper. Here is red oil. Here is the stockfish, and here is the catfish I'm using. This is the nor cube for taste. Those are the basic ingredients I am using. You can switch your proteins, you can use fresh fish, chicken, but this is the basic ingredients I am using in making this soup. So let's get right into making the soup.
So in a clean pot, I'll be adding the meat with seasoning cubes, salt, some of the chopped onion and little amount of water. So I will let it cook until the meat is tender.
Then go in with my little diced onion. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of it. Then I'll add salt, sprinkle some salt for taste. Then I'm adding the nor cubes. I will add a little bit of the scotch bonnet pepper. This I usually add most times into my meat. It enhances the taste of the meat, like gives it that spicy taste. So I'm going to be adding the stockfish. After adding all, I'm going to cover the pot and let the meat cook. So guys, the meat is slightly boiling up. So in order to prevent this from getting burnt, we're adding like 2 cups of water into this. Then let it cook until the meat gets tender.
So one good thing I love about making this egusi soup is because it is very easy to process. If you get the raw egusi at the market and you didn't grind it at the market, it is even more better off because you have the chance to wash your melon seed before proceeding to grind it. So one good thing I usually do with the melon seed before grinding it is washing them. I have the chance to wash the egusi, the melon seed. You know, the melon seed has been exposed so much at the market, so you don't know who must have touched the melon seed. At home, you have the chance to wash your melon seed before tossing it into a blender and getting it to a puree. So that's what I usually do. I put my melon seed inside a bowl, add just a pinch of salt, then make sure I wash it thoroughly. So after pouring the grounded egusi into a pot, I added the diced onion and add some water, then mix all together to get a puree form. So but if you have the raw egusi with you, blend the egusi with a small amount of water to make a thick paste. You can also grind it with a dry mill if it is in the seed form. So remember, I'm using frying method for the cooking. So in order to achieve it in a best way, I have to dissolve or turn this grounded egusi into a puree. Because I'm not using a blender where I add egusi and add some water to form a puree, this was grinded very dry, so I have to add some water with onion, give it a good stir until it becomes a paste. So that way when you fry the egusi, it is going to turn out very nice. So guys, after mixing the egusi, this is the consistency you want. to achieve before proceeding to fry the egusi. So I'm going to set this aside, then check back on the meat to make sure the meat is ready. So now the meat have been cooking for about 15 minutes. I checked on the meat and it's almost ready. So now I will set this aside in order to fry the egusi. But in order to cook the meat to be properly done, the meat will cook alongside with the soup to make sure it is done properly. So in another clean pot over a medium heat, I will add in some oil into the pot and let it heat up for a while, but not smoking hot. Then I'll pour in the diced onion and saute for a while. This is going to release some aroma into the oil before adding in the egusi. So remember what I showed you earlier on, the egusi must be in a paste form before adding it into the oil. You don't fry the egusi when it's dry inside the oil. Make sure you turn this egusi into a paste form before frying it. That way you're going to get the best results out of this frying. Stay constantly to avoid allowing it to thicken and develop a slightly golden color. So guys, be careful not to over fry the egusi. So make sure you keep it to a minimum of 5 to 7 minutes. That way the egusi is still going to kick up and give you the best result which you desire for the soup. This is the consistency I want to achieve while frying the egusi. So once yours turn out this way, just know that it is ready to be added into the stock. So back to the mixed stock, I'm going to be adding the dry catfish into the pot. Then add the remaining red oil into the pot. Cover the pot and let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. So few minutes into cooking the fish and the meat stock together, the fish have released its goodness into the stock. Then I'll carefully scoop in the fried egusi mixture into the pot with the meat stock. Add some water to adjust the consistency if necessary. Stir everything together, ensuring the egusi is well mixed with the broth. Then cover the pot and let it cook for some minutes. And after cooking for a while, I'm going to be adding the blended pepper, the crayfish, nut cubes, salt, onion, and stir very well to make sure everything is well combined together. Do not forget to test the soup and adjust the salt and seasoning cube if necessary. So if you have been watching up to this moment and you find this video really interesting, let me know what you think on the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. If you really like what you are seeing on this page, kindly subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more amazing content and recipe on this page. So finally, add the vegetable leaves gently into the pot, allowing the heat to wilt down the leaves into the soup. The leaves is usually very soft and cooks very quickly, so let them simmer for 2 to 3 minutes to retain their fragrant color. But for me, I do not cook mine more than 1 minute. I always want my vegetable to retain its freshness and vibrant color, so I am cooking just for 1 minute and I will turn off the heat. So if the soup is too thick, you can add water to achieve your preferred consistency, but be cautious enough not to make the soup too runny. Make sure you introduce the water before adding the vegetable. It is not advisable to do so after adding the vegetable because it will definitely make the soup very runny. So now my egusi soup is ready and it can be served with pounded yam, fufu, semovita, or any swallow of your choice. So enjoy your homemade egusi soup and I'll be seeing you guys on my next one.